Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is RB here, and this is time for a small update on SPX and the tech sector. What we were talking about, a few days ago when I sent you the weekly plan was that we are looking for 6336, 6342 area on SPX as long as 6200 holds. Right from here, right, 6200 holds, and we are looking at somewhere going to this area 634 to 6345 or 6336, right around this supply. And we got the move just about in Monday and later in the Monday after hours. And post that, I suggested that there should be a pullback, and I was looking at a pullback at least to 628. It fell short by a few points, but nevertheless we got that pullback. The US 100 did a pretty good pullback, almost about 61%, came back to the level that I was looking at, but US 500 was pretty strong. So a very small pullback that we got. We still got a pullback. And post that, what I posted on X was that either this was an A drop and we'll have a B and a C drop just to test into my support levels that I talked about, just like this. But we didn't see any of that, and market was strong from the after hours yesterday night, and we saw some good rally of 30 points just from the lows after the AMD earnings and moving up here into the 6336 zone again, right? So today, market waited mostly on the bullish side, but waited for President Trump to come in and make the announcement. Apple broke out after a very sideways, very long sideways consolidation. So that kind of kept the market moving up, and we finally had a breakout above the Monday's high. Now, moving forward, what I shared on X was simply that if we break out from the 6351 area, potentially this is a wave three, and we'll get into somewhere into 6500, 6515, retrace back a little, and this will be my another five wave leg up, right? So with that, that's my primary scenario, but there's something that I would like you guys to be aware of, and I will talk about it in a bit. But in this scenario, let's keep this as a primary scenario and talk through it a little bit. What I'm looking at is that this was my one, two, three, four, and a five, right? So once this completes, there would be another retracement potentially back to 6200, maybe 6147, right? So another bearish move will be coming after making these new highs. So one is that we need to be aware of that one. The second one, which can still be a trap in between without completing this full move, is that my initial drop that happened in the first of August, right, was an A. We are still doing a B, which means we probably will get into somewhere into 6403 level, and from there there can be another dip coming right back into 6200 just to sweep below this liquidity. This is what I talked about in my last video, that it missed to do it, so it could engineer a move up, trap the bulls, come back again, right? So if we do not get a full thrust tomorrow, pushing it higher and higher from 6403 upside, be aware that something of this sort can still happen either later this week or early next week, right? So this is a trap that you need to be aware of. And similarly on US 100, it'll be somewhere around those lines as well, that it comes here right into this resistance, into this fair value gap on the bearish side, on the 4 hours, test it somewhere in the middle, and then start reversing and go back and test below these levels, right? So that is still a possibility that one need to be aware of. And like I said, my primary case is that still there will be no obstruction. Things will stay positive, will kind of push, make new highs, but after that, there will still be a drop, right? So these are the two things that you kind of need to work with. And let's see if bulls are able to kind of push through 6403, a 6400 level, or they kind of get a pushback right around here in these levels, right? So That kind of sums up the plan for the next few days. Based on what happens, either at 6400 or it keeps pushing, I'll share the next update, and hope this helps. So if you like my content, please do like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a good one. Bye bye.